Hello and welcome back to D&D with High School Students, Season 4. I am at the table with the Medusas, and they're in the thick of doom. Wait, did I say doom? I meant possibly doom. So, Virginia, you had ran ahead with your elvish, roguey, dashing speeds, breaking the number one rule of Dungeons & Dragons. Never split the party, because when there are flying winged things around, you should always be scared. So, as you may recall, you were running towards the camp. You saw and heard things. You heard screeches up ahead. You saw gouts of flame shooting around. You were even starting to, like, maybe within a couple 100 yards of, like, the sound of battle and people screaming. And then there was like a moment where you heard a couple shrieks that were imminently closer to you than what you had been following up ahead. And with your extraordinary perception, you look up just in time to see two of the larger winged creatures flying down towards you. Now, because of your supreme perception check, I'm going to let you have one action before we roll initiative.
That is very fancy. I am going to cast Ray of Frost.
What's the range on that?
I think it's one... Nope, it's 60. 60.
Okay.
So that would be fine?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. That's plus 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Awesome.
What's Ray of Frost do?
So basically, it's, well, what it says. A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks towards a creature within range. So.
Yeah, okay. It streaks, and it struck. So now what's it do?
It's struck. So right now, it's 2d8. Yes, 2d8. 12 damage.
So it does a lot of damage. And what's the other factor? Does it have any other... Does it, like, slow them?
Oh, I believe it does.
Read that.
Yes. So, on a hit, it takes cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
I'm going to have it make a handling check. Oh, okay. It doesn't it doesn't crash, but it lands. Trying to shake the cold out of its... It seems very affected. Almost as if your spell was somehow more impactful. Make an Arcana check.
Alrighty.
And people say that intelligence is dumb.
19.
Yeah, see? Intelligence.
Stands
That's for
cool,
you
kids.
guys to remember.
That was my dumb stat.
Yeah, both of you are dummies. All right, so you have a strong sense that your magic, this particular spell, has somehow had a significantly greater impact on this creature. Okay, that was excellent. Roll initiative.
Awesome.
Now it's time to die. 19.
You got this, man. I believe you.
You lose.
Oh no.
All right.
You're fine. You're fine.
That one's just angry and trying to figure out life. But these two swoop down.
There's
And land.
No.
They look different. Okay. Ignore the black minis. They're red. Okay. They're about the same size. They don't land and, attack you with claws and fangs and shooting flames at you. They land and you hear them like whispering in some language. What languages do you speak, actually?
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Aquan.
Nope. Despite your vast array of languages, you do not recognize the words that they are muttering, but you do know that they're casting magic at you. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I probably can't use detect magic now. Alright. Wisdom.
But saving throws are at the top.
Yeah.
So whatever that number for wisdom is.
19.
Okay. All right. So the first one is like, and like you're like, oh, and then the second one does the same thing. Go ahead and make another wisdom save.
I don't like this. Not at all. Come on. Well, that wasn't as good. That's an 11.
Okay. As it's about to be your turn, you find yourself paralyzed.
Oh.
Like you can't seem to move. You can't move your mouth, your fingers, your limbs. You just, and it's somewhat terrifying because they're like the one is still the one in the middle is still like shivering, but the other two just kind of are like crawling towards you, and their wings are kind of like, and they're very like jerky movements, and they're just kind of coming up to you and sniffing at you, and you hear them. So even though you can't move, you can hear what they're saying now, and they're repeating this phrase over and over again that you can hear them saying as they're searching your body.
But I don't know it.
You don't know the language, but you hear the words over and over again.
I'm sorry.
Sayuk Tibe. Sayuk Tibe. Say. And they're like going through your body, and they're Sayuk Tibe.
I feel very violated.
Sayuk Tibe. And the one that's standing there isn't doing anything, it's just staring at you. You feel like it must be the one that's like controlling the magic that's affecting you. But the other one's like, it's just repeating this phrase. And finally, it finds the tear. And it pulls it away from you, and it holds it in its hand, and it looks to the others, and it's like, Sayuk Tibe! And this one that was frozen is like, ah. And then that one that has the tear, like, jumps and starts flapping its wings, and it flies away.
Are we
I'm
close right now or no?
This one that's staring at you is still staring at you, and this one now is like walking around you and sniffing at you and like examining you.
How long am I paralyzed for?
And it's like, all right, make a roll.
Nat 20.
You're not paralyzed anymore.
Can I still see the thing that flew away?
It's up in the air.
Oh man, I'm gonna. How far?
I'm just gonna tell you something. If you try to pull your bow out, they both get an attack of opportunity on you.
But
I don't want to discourage you from that action, but I want you to know, mechanically speaking, that if you go from like, I was running, to I'm gonna get my bow and arrow and shoot the thing, they're both gonna just claw you, or other things.
how far away is the guy in flight?
We'll say it's 30 feet away.
So I can hit
It's
him.
just taken off.
So I can hit him with Ray of Frost. Will they still get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Can I run and then use Ray of Frost?
You can disengage. You are a rogue.
I am.
Yeah, the
so
same
as a
ability
bonus-
that gives you dash and hide also gives you the ability to disengage as a bonus action. You can disengage
and then use Ray of Frost.
and use Ray of Frost.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Okay.
that seems like
It's handy being a rogue.
It is. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So disengage. I'm sorry. I made a bad decision. It's fine. So that is 21.
That's a hit.
Okay.
There may be hope yet. Look at poor Jenny's like nervous and full of anxiety. She's like, do you have any idea what we
That's
went
7 damage.
through? Okay.
It's slow.
Which isn't a lot.
And
it's slowed.
Yeah. Well, once again, you notice that your spell has a greater impact, and it seems to be like it wasn't expecting that, and it's like, ah, and it kind of falls 10 feet before it starts struggling again to fly, and it's struggling, but it seems much more slower now.
Okay.
Okay, now they attack you.
Nice.
I'll take that one. What's your AC?
Well, so it hasn't been 8 hours since the last encounter, correct?
No.
It's been, yeah, so.
Only 10 minutes.
And I still have mage armor, so it's 17.
Miss. Miss.
Yes.
There's
All right, the
hope
other
yet,
guy?
buddy.
Hit.
Oh,
All right, so claws are just raking past you, and you're like, ha 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 ha. But one of them gouges into you, and it does sting a little bit. You take 3 damage.
You got this, Magnus.
Me again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do the same thing. That seemed to work out pretty well.
So Jordan, here's what I want you to do. Just hold this mini about 40 feet in the air
I
for
just have a
the next
question.
10 minutes.
We're still like really
I'm just
far away.
kidding.
We're just still really far away, aren't we?
Yeah. So imagine that is up about yay far now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would I have
Alright.
to disengage again in order for them to not get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. Disengage.
Okay.
And Ray of Frost
Okay.
towards Flighty Boy.
Keeping track of those slots, right? Like
Oh,
how
this is a
many-
cantrip.
Oh wow! What a handy cantrip.
I know.
Okay. All right.
It's pretty great.
And the range is 60.
Yes.
You might just win yet.
Nat 20.
God damn it, Krafa. Okay.
Magnus is just clutching
You know what?
right now.
That's all right. Roll.
Okay.
So automatically, how much does it do?
2d8.
16. So that's 16 plus that roll. Go ahead. So you max out the first 2 die.
They're both ones. It's okay.
What?
It's 18 plus 2.
What?
It's still 18.
What is this?
It has a significant impact, and it basically it's hit so hard that it doesn't make any progress. It's just struggling to stay in the air right now. Okay, but now they attack you again.
Okay.
All right.
Can't catch me.
So this one is
Can't
going
catch
to unleash flames on you.
Oh. Wait. Oh, I don't have
That's
the
a
thing
hit.
anymore.
Yeah. But it's okay because you got mage armor on.
And then a claw. 17.
Matches.
Okay, and then flames and a claw with the other one. Flames. Claw. So each one of them hit you with each of the things.
Well, that's horrible.
All right, the
I hate
flames.
that.
3 from one guy and 8 from the other. That's 11 fire damage. And then the claws, 4 and 7 is 11 more.
22.
Well, that's very ungood. 11
Are
more.
you up still?
I'm up. I'm up. I have
So
10
we're-
hit
we're-
points.
We're closing in on you, buddy.
How far
I
are
got
we?
you. I'll save you.
How close are they?
many
Because I'm not
football
sure how much longer I
How
can
do
do
we-
this.
So we're going into the 4th round. That's 24 seconds. You guys are like several minutes behind, and that's me being generous. Your turn. Still in your range.
So. Well. Is there anything that can help me? No, there isn't. Okay. So how high in the air is it?
Still
It's like basically struggling to stay in the air at about 40 feet high and 30 feet over. I'm gonna say that it's next round it will be out of your 60-foot range.
So.
Because each time you've
Disengage.
disengaged, you've stepped away 5 feet. A disengage is a 5-foot step back, basically. So you've disengaged twice, so you've moved 10 feet away from it on the horizontal plane.
Can I disengage this way?
You would have to move through them, which would mean they'd have to. Yeah, technically you could, since it's a disengage, they wouldn't get an opportunity attack.
So I could.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna disengage that way.
Okay.
And just yoink over there.
And fire off
Hold on.
one more.
Yeah, another.
Come on,
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Come on. You're gonna do it, and it's gonna be great. And that's 6, that's 18.
That's a
yeah,
hit.
18. Okie dokie, artichokies. And you're not gonna get double ones again. That's not gonna happen. That's 8 damage. No, run! Can I run after that? No, I can't because I use my bonus
disengage is
action.
a bonus. You can use your movement though, can't you?
You can.
Can I?
movement.
Oh, I
Just
bolt.
go.
I
You
bolt.
can move 35, which gets you almost there.
Are you running towards it or just at it?
I need to get the
Oh,
thing.
Okay. The red one.
Oh, come on, man. Don't hit me.
So it's about there.
Don't hit me. Come on.
Fire.
Don't hit me.
It doesn't have flanking anymore, so that's good. 16 hit?
Nope.
No. Okay. This one. So it's about there. Fire. 19 hit.
Yep.
7 fire damage.
3 hit points.
Make a dex check.
Ooh, good thing I'm super dexterous. Come on, D20.
Oh, sorry, not dex check, dex save.
Dex save.
Okay, so that's 22. I can do math.
You made it. You only take 3. It explodes.
I'm down.
Blood and gore are everywhere.
No.
You're down?
I'm down. I only had 3 hit points left.
Okay. You are unconscious. A flash of explosion happens. As you see it, you're like, oh crap, these things explode. You start to jump back and you avoid the full impact of the explosion, but you roll and sound becomes muffled and darkness envelops you. Just 2 minutes later, you guys run up and you're running towards camp. And you see like a bunch of gore and a body covered in gore.
I'm just running towards it.
Yeah. You see Magnus. He is crumpled on the ground, covered in gore.
Okay, I'm immediately casting Spare the Dying as a cantrip, so you don't have to make any death saves.
Sick, thanks.
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Actually, is everybody with me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and is
So you set down one of the commoners.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're like, oh, finally a break. And the commoners are like, shh, what's happened? Dear Lord, is he going to be okay? And the one commoner who Magnus tackle saved is like, begins praying. He's like, please, Ayuk,
Okay.
Father of the earth, give strength to
All right.
your servant,
Okay.
Areia, for the healing of this brave and noble Magnus who sacrificed himself. He's like praying.
One more question.
Yes.
Is the body of the thing with the tear still there, or is it gone?
It's all over Magnus.
Do I
It's
see the
exploded.
tear at all?
Um,
After I cast Spare the Dying, do I see it at all?
no,
No.
but you don't know. I mean, you're assuming that he has it. Remember?
Right.
He had it.
Right. Okay.
Can the tear? Oh, I probably can't talk. So
Yeah, you're still unconscious.
I'm gonna
Is
wait.
everybody here with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I should probably cast Prayer of Healing now. Just like, cause yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I want to
Search the area?
my- yeah.
Anybody searching, roll an investigation roll.
Mm, 12.
4.
Can I like look for my bag?
Hmm?
Look for my stuff.
Your stuff's still back at the camp.
We're not all the way back
Oh,
to
we're
the
not.
camp.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just kind of.
But you can look for the.
You guys search the entire area and don't find the tier. What was your? What'd you roll?
12.
12. And what'd you have? Okay.
Okay. I'll cast Prayer of Healing. So it takes 10 minutes, and then up to 6 creatures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one commoner that got hit.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody gets 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. And I have a question. Is the spellcasting ability modifier, that's not this one, right?
Your spellcasting ability modifier is
Yeah.
just your wisdom.
Oh, okay. So everybody gets 11 points back. So
Oh,
you're
fancy.
alive now.
Got
That
it.
includes you. You regain 11 hit points.
Oh.
You wake up to Areia and a warm feeling flowing through you. And everybody's like around you.
Are you okay? What happened?
You still hear the sound of screeching off in the distance and the sounds of battle.
So there's something going on up ahead. So that's what I was running after, obviously. But then these 3 demon things came, and I thought I was gonna do okay, but then one of them paralyzed me, and they searched my person, and they got the tear, and then he started flying away. But he was Ray of Frost, and that's the one that was down. And then, so I killed him. He exploded, but I don't know where the tear is now. I don't have it. Did you guys find it? I don't know how much time it's passed.
No, we haven't seen anything
Can
here.
I
That
look for
was
it now?
Can it ex-
Okay.
The tear can't explode, right? Like,
14.
You see no evidence of the tear.
we have to. You know,
it's somewhere because he started flying away with it. But I used. Side note. He since he's a fiery boy, I think ice spells do a little bit more damage. I don't know, but it can't just be gone because he was flying away with it, and then he fell and exploded.
What about the other 2 guys?
Mm.
Did you kill them too, or did they take it?
Oh no. I don't know what happened then.
well,
I was unconscious before they left, so.
Well,
if something took it, we have to try to find it. We can't. This is our whole mission, to find these things. We specifically came over here to find another, and we've already lost the one that we had.
it's already been
Jesus
several
Christ.
minutes since whatever this is happened. I'm assuming it happened before we got here. So I think right now we have a really pressing matter to deal with, which is a bunch of people are about to get hurt. And then
I don't know how long I've been unconscious, so I mean,
Well.
we could.
I don't know, but whatever we have to do, we have to do it now. If 2 of us could get it first, I don't know how 5 of us could lose it.
You notice that the sounds up ahead have seemed to die down.
Oh no.
You don't hear any more screeches. You don't see any gouts of flame in the nighttime sky.
Let's go. We're not doing anything sitting here. We're all, if you're up, if we're going. There's people that might still be alive, and if that orb is anywhere, it might be there. We're
Let's
not
go.
just going to sit around.
I put out my hand to Magnus to help him off the ground.
Thank you.
Okay,
And then we go running.
you guys run.
I'm gonna stick with you guys though. I'm not gonna run my phone.
You guys run very fast. You get back to the camp. What you see laid out before you is definitely the camp that you were at, but it has sustained significant damage. There are tents that have completely burnt down. There are wagons that are destroyed. You see bodies of like servants. A couple of the additional guards. You see gore everywhere, like red flesh and blood and guts everywhere. Wings, just random red demon body parts. Judging by the scale, like the limbs that have exploded and remain, you see that there were definitely a lot of the really small, like baby-sized ones. Definitely some of the like child-sized ones, and even a few of the larger ones like you guys faced. You notice that everywhere spread out throughout the camp, like, running around tending to the wounded, are the Mukadas Jangchalar. And some of them are in armor. Some of them look like they basically woke up from their sleep shift and they're wearing like very little clothing, and they have like a shield and a sword. Like they literally ran out of their tent to fight whatever was coming. You notice that the leader of the Jangchalar, Captain Aki, is one such person. Like it looks like he put a pair of pants on and like grabbed a shield and a sword. Like he doesn't have any of his armor on. And you notice he's like talking with a group of them, and he's like, "We must prepare soon to leave. It's not safe to stay. Gather up as many of the people who aren't wounded and begin packing up at once. And then he kind of turns and he sees you guys coming back, and he's like, "Friends, what word do you have? Did you know of this attack? Did you?" He looks at you. It looks like you've had your own battles. What has transpired? Come.
Something happened in the middle of the night. After people were going through our stuff, we thought it would be better to take watch. Something was in our tent and we chased it out, and a bunch of what looks like attacked us farther out, and we heard the noises. So
Do you know what direction they came from? Did anyone see from whence they came? Yes. The larger ones, we were assailed. At first, there was naught but chaos and mayhem here. Tents starting on fire, wagons exploding, the small ones attacking the servants. We were able to relatively quickly dispatch them, but they seem to explode when you slay them. And several of my men sustained burns in the process, but then the larger ones flew in from the night sky, shooting great gouts of flame, and many more were wounded, and several died. We were able to drive them off, and they kept returning in waves, and yet at some point, not more than perhaps 5 minutes ago, they all seemed to flee.
Which direction did they flee?
They flew north. It would seem that they are at least intelligent enough to know when they were losing a battle, because they seemed to stop their attack. One of the other Jankchalar, who clearly has suffered like burns, like his armor's like got scorch marks on it and stuff, and he like runs up to the captain and he's like, "Sire, we have it in chains. It continues to scream, so we had to put a bag over its head and tie a rope around it." And he's like, "Good."
Have you captured one?
We did. One of the larger ones. It was not easy.
The larger ones as well. We had faced the same assailant, and they took something from us. It seemed they were after one of our items, something we had been carrying for our trip, and it's some kind of, we don't know exactly what, but it took it from us right when it left, and that's when we seem to hear that the noises stopped. So if we can locate this important item.
You say that you believe they sought this item that you possessed?
Yes.
He looks to the lieutenant. The lieutenant kind of seems curious, and the captain looks back to you guys, and he's like, the little ones, they weren't just attacking, they were tearing tents apart and tearing wagons apart as if they were seeking something.
They were seeking what we had, and we're very sorry. We shouldn't have stayed as close to you as we did, because now everybody else
Who could have known such things would happen? Perhaps there are answers that can be revealed if we can figure out how to communicate with this thing. It does not seem to speak any language that we have tried in interrogating it, but perhaps there is a way to uncover its secrets. It has muttered a phrase that I do not know repeatedly, but we were concerned that it was going to try to cast spells, so we tied its claws together and muted it with a gag and a rope. I am not sure what kind of magic it possesses, but we didn't want to allow it to try to cast any more flames against us.
Can we see him?
we might be
Yes.
able to help.
Come with me. So he follows the lieutenant, and you guys notice that they walk for a ways, kind of like about 100 feet outside of the camp. And you notice there's like a hastily assembled, like, not even a tent. It's like they took a tarp and just put sticks up to kind of keep it up. And you notice there's like this writhing thing that's wrapped in chains and ropes with a bag over its head, but even with all the bindings on it, you could still tell that it's one of the larger red demon creatures. And it's like, and it's just writhing and kind of squirming around. And there are like 4 of the Jangchalar that have like weapons out and like clubs, and like every time it kind of writhes too closely, they like poke it back up against this rock, and the lean-to's just kind of like a shelter there, but they kind of have it surrounded.
I think there's something that I can do to help. Which one of us is the best at talking? Which one of us could get what we need to know out of this thing?
Like persuasion?
Like charisma.
Probably not me.
I don't know about charisma, but
Probably the warlock with a 20 charisma.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my guess.
Because I do have a 3rd level spell prepared because I didn't use any of my 3rd level
Yeah.
ones. Called Tongues. Which the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language that it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understands what it says.
That's one way to do it.
I have comprehend languages, and I can understand any language.
But can you talk back?
You
to
also
it?
have another ability, don't you?
What do you
That
have?
doesn't require spell slots.
What do you?
Gaze of 2 minds.
What's that do?
It perceives through humanoid senses, and I'm blinded and deafened to my own surroundings.
You don't have any kind of telepathic thing?
Oh, I could send a message telepathically.
Do you have awakened mind? Is that how you're able to do that?
I think so. I have Eyes of Runekeeper, but that's only to like read.
So what allows you to do telepathy?
My cantrip.
What cantrip is that?
Just the message one.
Open up to the warlock. So what's your pact?
Grateful one.
Here,
Oh, the.
hand that over.
All right.
Great old one?
Yeah.
Okay, so, allow me to help you, as someone who is highly proficient in warlock.
Yeah.
The Great Old One gives you the ability Awakened Mind. Starting at first level, your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the minds of other creatures. You can telepathically speak to any creature you could see within 30 feet of you. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language.
That's pretty
Go
fancy.
talk to him.
All right.
maybe
All right.
we
I'll
should
see what
have
I
that
can
on our
do.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Shade has been
Okay,
thrown.
so,
Yeah.
You see it. It's there.
Okay.
So, what do we want to get out of it?
Now remember that you can make this telepathic connection.
Mm-hmm.
But anything it tells you, they don't know unless you tell them what you're hearing.
So just find out what it wants, what it's here for, you know?
And if, well, this could have the tier, right?
This one specifically?
Could this
Maybe.
one have the tier?
Maybe you can ask. It's up to you. You're the one who can understand it.
Okay.
While he's doing this, are there any wounded that we can tend to, or?
Yeah. I can start helping him with the
Uh,
wounded.
No, all the wounded have been tended to by the numerous paladins that are part of the group. But there are a lot of dead people. Not a lot to do with that. They'll have to be buried. Okay, you're up.
Okay. So why are you here?
You deposit this message into its head, and you sense that it takes a moment, and then it replies that it seeks the tear of Deepa.
Did you know that it's not with us. So what is your purpose right now?
We felt its presence near here. We seek the tear of Deepa.
Do you know, can you tell me exactly where it could be?
We seek it. We don't know where it is. It's close.
Why do you seek it?
Deepa commands us. We must bring it back.
All right. Where exactly is...
Back to its home,
Which is...
in Deepa's mouth.
Okay. All right. I'll be back. Okay. Can I go to my party now?
Mhm.
Okay. So, basically, he says the tier's like around here. That's why he's still here. Or, yeah. What else? Did you ask? Anything else that you wanted to know?
We just need to know where it is. If there's anywhere where we can get it, then we need to find it, and we need to find it quick.
Because he's talking about like putting it in Deepa's mouth. I don't know if you know.
Where the heck is Deepa's mouth?
Ask him where the mouth is.
Where the heck is Deepa?
This is the fire god.
Me too.
Anybody with religion could try to make a...
Good try.
No thanks.
Could I? I'll try. It's not great.
Intelligence
15.
roll.
22.
Oh, let's
You are not familiar with any religious references to Deepa's mouth?
I know of Deepa, but I don't know where his mouth is. On his body, maybe?
But where would?
It occurs to you, though, that typically depictions, like religious depictions of Deepa, tend to be like a shorter humanoid with a humanoid body that's shorter, but like with like fire. Sometimes it's like rocky volcanic body with flames for eyes and flames for mouth, and surrounded by fire. So there's variations of how he is depicted.
I mean, he's a
But it
fire
is-
god. Where's fire? Where's fire hang out? I wouldn't know, but you would know. Hey, you're red.
Yeah.
Where's fire hang out?
You know
I don't
stuff.
know. But
Can you ask him?
I could ask him.
Go ask him. Ask him if he knows about the. Well, he could be the one that took it, but probably not. So if he knows that.
So where is it? Okay. I'll walk back. So, do you know exactly where the mouth of Deepa is?
I have to make a roll. I don't know if this particular one would know where it is. Yes.
All right. Could you please tell me?
Only if you set me free.
It's gonna be tricky, but I'll ask the majority of what they'll want to do with you. I'll be back though. So, he'll tell us, that's the good news, but the bad news is, he wants to be set free. I don't know if you want this information that badly or...
Well, you've seen the camp, and we've
Yeah.
seen all these innocent people die. Do you really want to set him free? There isn't any way you can communicate this or get, whatever we're doing.
You can tell him that we'll set him free. And then
Okay.
Because either way, the second that he's free, those armed guards around him are going to slaughter him anyway, and then we're not having any more information. So whatever you can get, you should get.
Okay. So, it's kind of risky for us to let you out right away. I'll do you a favor. If there's anything else that you would want for the information.
Yes.
All right. What would that be?
I am very thirsty.
Okay. Could you tell me first the information? And
I will tell you the direction,
Okay.
but only if I know that you are bringing me something to quench my thirst.
Okay.
We do not drink the clear water that you drink. We only drink the black water.
Black water. Okay.
The black water that burns. That's what we drink. Bring it close to me so I can drink it. You can keep me tied up. Doesn't matter. And then I will tell you the direction.
Could you give me the slightest of hints?
Yes. It is to the east.
Okay.
Still didn't drink.
Right back.
What did he say?
So he says somewhere by the east side.
Can you trust what he says?
I mean,
You know the funny thing about telepathy? There's no innuendo. You can neither infer nor imply.
Well,
I mean,
That's
What does
pretty
he want to
vague,
drink?
though. East.
I mean, do you want him to? Do you want to give him the black water?
What is black water? What does that mean?
It says it burns.
What? Why are we giving him? What? Why are we giving him black water?
I feel like it's an easier deal instead of sending him free. You know.
Yeah.
well,
What?
where do we-
What deal? What
where
are
do we
you?
get it? Get the black one.
The direction, but more specific.
No, but where do we get black water from?
A sick animal's anus.
I don't think a demon wants diarrhea water.
But
we could
maybe-
trick him, and then
Okay.
yeah, with the thing or something.
With the diarrhea
Anybody want
water?
to make an insight check?
Yes. If not, we use diarrhea water.
14.
It's probably just grease or oil, to be honest.
21.
Yeah, it occurs to you that maybe he's just referring to oil.
So we're gonna give the fire creature oil,
Yep.
right?
We've also got a bunch of guards and all of us around. I think if he goes to do anything,
A
we can
little
just
oil.
kill
You wanna
him.
have like food dye or something? Anything dark enough? Make it muddy water.
Just give him the oil. Try that. Either way, we're not doing anything here chatting about it, are we?
I'll see what I can do. I'll get the one, whatever. All right.
How do you get oil? Do you have
Oh.
oil with you?
No.
Do you go back to the camp and get oil?
Yes, just like the smallest pint possible, just in case.
Like a
And I'll
flask?
offer him more if he.
Okay. Alright, so you bring a
Selling stuff.
flask. And you notice that even though he's got a bag over his head, you hear like... Do you like telepathically connect with him?
Yes, I.
He's like,
brought-
that is not enough.
Hmm.
That is a sip. I drink gallons.
Yeah,
And
try
I've
my-
expended all of my energy flying to this cursed land.
It's your fault that you chose to be here right now.
I did not choose. We follow the commands
Who?
from the Great One,
Which great one?
Deepa.
Okay. So, I'll give you this. And I'll try to get some more next time. A little bigger size for you. As long as you keep giving me some hints.
Very well.
Okay, so.
East of this cursed place.
That's not very.
What are you? It says mentally to you.
Oh.
What are you?
What do you mean?
I can't smell with this cloth over my head. What are you?
Well, I'm a tiefling.
Then your hint will be to the east is the land ruled by your kind. It is there where you will find the mouth of Deepa.
Okay. So I just like.
You can make a history check.
I could. Okay. Oh, there it is again. 15.
I'll say 15 is good enough. You don't remember the name of the ruler, but you know that to the east of Kabul Kailish is the Mantirum, which is Magocracy, and you're pretty sure that the current ruler of the Mantirum is a tiefling.
Okay. So, just like chucking at him, like the flask, like near him, like.
He's like, I can't drink it with a gag in my mouth and rope tied around my face and a bag. He's like, you'll have to feed it to me. Take the bag off and the gag out of my mouth.
I'll be right back. Oh, hey guys. So, he said east, and then next he said it was ruled by my people. I think I might know who. So, there's like this place called Mantirum, and like there's like a ruler that's like a tiefling. So, if we ask the people, as long as we go east, like where it could be located, then we'll be good to go.
You guys are familiar
Yeah,
with the
we were on the
Mantirum.
outskirts of the Mantirum
Oh.
when we first started journeying.
Alright, then I guess we know somewhat where we're going. But I have a problem. Can someone feed the oil to him?
You're the
Why
one
can't
sitting
you?
there talking to him.
I mean,
You
need
know,
me,
you're a
you know.
tiefling, you're a fiery. You're the one with the genius plan. Yeah, let's go have him drink oil. You're talking to him. You think I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna put my hand near its mouth with a bunch of oil? I'm gonna get my hand lit on fire. At least if you get it lit on fire, it's gonna hurt you a little less. Go in there.
But I'm not fully healed, am I?
I can go with
No.
you if you want, as long as you're sure that this thing is not going to hurt us.
I can't be so sure, but
What if you waterfalls it, just like get too
alright,
close.
let's just
Do you trust that this thing is just like a follower of what it's supposed to be doing, or is it like out to hurt us?
probably hurting us.
Can you talk to it? If it promises not to hurt us.
I can't see if he's implying something. I just hear his thoughts.
I mean, you could just ask him,
But
see what
does
answer
that
you
guarantee
get.
anything?
Oh yeah, let's go off the word of a demon that just tried,
Hey.
the same kind that just half killed all of us. I'm sure he
gotta
has
be a
great
little
word.
bit aware that there's like 14 of us and one of him, and he's already really hurt.
Do you want me to go in with you?
Yeah, I was gonna go with.
Yeah, we could
Maybe a
both go.
rogue is more sneaky, just in case.
Alright, well, I'm here.
As
if
you
get
guys are
hurt.
debating this, Captain Aki returns and he says, have you gleaned any information from this thing?
Somewhat.
Yeah, you could say.
Anything of value? We move. So it is up to you. If you wish to stay with it, you can. Otherwise, my men will slay it and we will go. Returning to the capital with the princess is our biggest priority.
I think we should stay with
Yeah, we shouldn't slay it, in my opinion.
Okay.
He gave us information of where this object could be that they took from us.
Then we part ways. I must ensure that the princess returns to Poitak Shahar safely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sorry for your losses, and thank you for your time with us.
We leave you then. He barks off a command, and the four Jang Chalar who were guarding it nod to you guys, and then they start heading back towards the camp.
Tell Smitty I say goodbye.
None of them turn around and nod to you.
Aw.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay. Dude. Okay. So
Do you
here's
want
the
to wait until
flag.
they like get a little farther away in case this thing starts hurting people?
So we're gonna wait until the armed guards are further away from us?
We fought 3 of them and we killed them. I think we're
We should be
fine.
good.
Yeah, we'll just do it now. It's fine.
We're guesstimating like a couple of steps, and then we just.
I don't want to be near them. I
Well,
wanna be
wait.
present
Let's
in
ask
this
him.
whole
Hold up. Let's
situation.
ask him. Like, what are his intentions?
Do you ask?
Oh yeah. Well, what are
I
your
would like to
intentions?
be set free so that I could return to my kind.
If we give you this drink, will you hurt us?
Yeah.
I will fly away. I'm sure that you have many man soldiers that would kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather flee.
What if you spread word of us?
Do you have the tear of Deepa?
No.
I do
No.
not believe you do, since you have asked me strange questions.
Yes, I have.
And therefore, I would just leave.
Hmm.
We
We
could.
only came here to get back the tear.
So the way I see it, we have a few options. We could kill him.
Mm-hmm.
We could tie him up and keep him with us and use him for information.
Yes.
Let him go.
Put on big old guy. Is that it?
Those are probably our options
Okay.
right there.
So, what are your morals? What do you think we should do?
He just helped us. I'd feel bad killing him, but he also just killed a bunch of people.
Do we really trust him?
But do we think that we could keep him imprisoned with us?
We probably could. We have the numbers, but like the strength too with those big guys. So, I think we should tie him up.
Alright. We'll keep him tied up.
Okay.
We'll give him a little bit to drink.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'll do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
We'll
just
take a few
keep
steps
watch
back.
just in case something happens.
Okay, I'm looking. Taking a few steps back.
Yeah, there's a gag in your mouth, right? Yeah.
So you take the hood off,
Yeah.
basically the bag. It looks around like looks around and it sees you and it like looks at you and
And I pour it in.
it drinks the oil. And it seems to relax a little bit.
So, change of plans. You're gonna be coming with us, so you're not entirely free, but.
I cannot fly. I am too tired
Mm-hmm.
and I am weak. I need more
Makes
of the black
sense.
water and I must sleep.
All right. But we'll get some more black water for you, but you'll be helping us if you don't mind.
You vow to let me free?
Of course.
Okay.
All right. And it's go tell the others.
I go tell the others. Hey. So we said we're gonna set him free, but like not right now. So we're gonna keep him with us in prison.
You're gonna keep him with us?
No, this is great though. So he just helped us. So we can't just be like, because that'd be kind of. Plus we can get information from him because he knows stuff. So
He can
we'll
lead
be
us.
nice. So we can sleep at night and then also get information. Win-win.
He can lead us straight to where we need to go. And plus, if we're heading back there anyways, we used to say we can't set him free when we get there.
Yeah.
And what happens when we do get there and we need to acquire this orb again?
Then we kill them if we have to.
Well, I'm sure since, it worked out so well when we first had the orb. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have it right now, and he's gonna take us straight to it.
I was just trying to save the people. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I would get paralyzed. I wasn't aware of that ability, and I was a little bit hasty, and I apologize.
well, no, I might be having some attitude too, but I suppose we can't lose any other orbs, so why not go try to get the one?
Okie dokie
Right.
then.
Okay. So you do have the one tent and your horses, and the Jangshalar left that for you guys. So you could go back, get your supplies, get your horses. The matter of what to do with this man-sized demon creature is another story.
Well, first let's get our stuff. Let's get all our things together. We're not sitting here any
Okay,
longer.
so do you stay with the demon thing?
I can grab your stuff for you if you want.
Alright, that'll be fine. But who's gonna carry this guy?
Tony. I point to my horse.
Okay.
Alright, then it's settled. Let's get packing moving.
All right, so you guys pack up everything, gather your horses, ride back over to where the lean-to is. Do you like literally just pick it up? I mean, it's all tied up and bound with chains.
You can
like,
tie
Just
it,
pick it up and put it over your
Old-timey,
horse.
yeah.
tie it under its belly.
It kind of seems like slumped over, and it kind of seems like it squirms around a little bit, but then it finds like a comfortable position, and you notice it just like close its eyes and like starts sleeping, almost within like seconds.
Little demon baby. That's kind of cute.
No.
Little demon baby.
See, this is a better plan than like what she did.
What did I do?
Well, I don't want to be judging, but kind of engaged us to go back to camp at the wrong time. When I
Engage
said,
you to go back to camp.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear a single one of these words from both of you. Just us on our own. We managed to fight through many, and I granted it wasn't as many, but we managed to at least get one. You three were brought to us, joined to us with Trixie to help us acquire more. And what have you done? You've lost one. And it's not, I blame none of you as characters. I've only known you for so long. But if you are here to earn my trust, that is not what you have done. So the last thing I want to hear out of any of your mouths is judgment directed towards me. You can say whatever your drives are, but my drive is to keep people safe and protected. And if you dare try to accuse me any of those lives on my back, I will have your head.
I'm
Well,
just saying.
I think
Not
guys are
another.
pretty good.
All
This
right.
one fought off 3 of them. I think that's pretty gutsy. I mean, you're all dumb, but you know, I'm dumb too. And we're heading towards it, aren't we?
Two.
well, don't blame.
3.
As far as grudges go, don't blame these guys. So it really wasn't their fault. I was the one that ran off with it, and I apologize. I was a little bit hasty. I need to think a little bit before I act, and so this is my bad. But I assure you, I at the very least am trustworthy. I mean, I trust this guy. He seems pretty cash money. You seem pretty cash money too. So I assure you, I will help you get this back, and I will help you get more. And I'm sorry about what happened.
It's alright. I do not want to quarrel with you. I am, after all the situation we're in, I cannot have the people that I'm supposed to have my back be quarreling with them for the rest of this godforsaken adventure. So I can try to imply more trust in you, but I will not have any more judgment. If you do not want me to put the judgment on you, do not direct any of it towards me.
Guess you could see that. All right, let's go.
So, the night is lifting. Dawn is arriving. You are on your horses. No one's rested.
Oh, maybe that's bad.
Just want to remind everybody of that. But
This dude's
as the sun's coming up, you see the trail of chaos of what was the camp. And the Jangchalar are not that much further ahead of you, maybe a couple miles, as they head east back towards Poitex Shahar, the capital of Kabul Kailash. And the open road seems quiet as you guys begin your journey. The demon sleeps on the back of your horse. The birds begin chirping in the morning. And that is where we'll end this episode of D&D with High School Students, Season 4. Join us next time to find out what happens and what more is revealed. Peace out, bye.